Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR News Kid. That was an insane race. I think short tracks are actually good. Once again, a great finish, great racing, chaos, so much to get to. Playoff cut line, we'll talk about that nearing the end of this video if you stick around till the end. Wow, that was a great race. We'll get to it in a few moments, the recap results, the playoff look heading into New Hampshire for the round of 12. Before we get to it, I remind you to hit that like button and subscribe. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will. Thank you to all the channel supporters. You guys are the best. Anyway, let's get right to, I guess, not the recap, because I said we're not gonna do the recap anymore in the playoffs. So, where should I start? The thing that caused all the chaos was Goodyear. Goodyear brought softer right side tires for this race. Now, it didn't show anything in practice with the warmer temperatures. But in the nighttime, when the lights came on at Bristol, the tires were shredding. The tires wore so easily, so quickly. It was insane, which made it a tire conservation race. And that caused, the tires also caused a lot of cautions, lots of leaders, lots of pit stops, lots of strategy. Goodyear even had to bring out an extra set of tires for each team, kind of similar to the spring 2024 Bristol race where they had to bring out extra tires. And that was a tire conservation race. But this one seemed even more insane. I mean, the first run, drivers pitting around 30 to 50 laps. First pit stops, and the tires were just shredded. It was chaos. Drivers were shoving each other below the yellow line. The racing was insane. Even if you are battling to stay on the lead lap, it was insane. The lead, Ryan Blaney led a couple laps. Ty Gibbs took the lead from AJ Allmendinger, who won the pole. Congrats to him, by the way. Ty Gibbs was leading, made a pit stop, and then Ryan Blaney ran the first run long until getting his first, I guess, set of tires. But that wasn't the only chaos, the first pit stops. Josh Berry, clumps of rubber near the tire caused his car to catch on fire. Smoke ended his night, unfortunately. Every single race this round, Josh Berry's had an issue, which is really disappointing. He got kicked out of the playoffs, so we'll talk about that in a few moments. Alex Bowman, another driver who needed to win to make the round of 12, spun out lap 100, stayed in the thing. We'll talk about him a little later. But Ryan Blaney would go on to win stage 1. He did pit once, I believe, and Ty Gibbs would be second. Just barely. Ryan Blaney wins half a car length over Ty Gibbs. And Ty Gibbs, he led over 100 laps in this thing. We'll talk about him a little later as well. But Ryan Blaney picks up stage 1. Gibbs won stage 2. And then on the final pit stop for Ty Gibbs in the whole race, misses pit road. Loses a ton of time, eventually goes a lap down, gets back on the lead lap due to a couple cautions that kind of saved him, but we'll talk about him a little later. But let's set the stage for the finish. There was, I guess, Brad Keselowski running out on old tires, and Carson Hocevar is chasing him down. He's half a second behind. Keselowski's feeling the pressure. He has slow Cole Custer in front of him, and next to Cole Custer is Bubba Wallace. Keselowski's getting impatient, or Custer's really slow for whatever reason. Keselowski hits Custer. He slides up into Bubba Wallace. Wallace gets into the outside wall hard in turn 4, causing a caution. And that was not what Brad Keselowski wanted. Maybe it was, cause Carson Hocevar was chasing him down, and that was only with 12 laps to go. So now the only 8 cars on the lead lap at that time. Some cars would take the wave around, but the only 8 cars on the lead lap: Brad Keselowski, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Corey Heim, Carson Hocevar, Zane Smith, and Alex Bowman. Tons of names we'll talk about a little bit later. But for now, they all make their final pit stops. Hocevar and Zane Smith for the restart with 4 to go. Hocevar, Zane Smith, front row, and then row 2, it's Christopher Bell and Alex Bowman. Remember, Bowman needs to win to make the round of 12, or else his championship hopes are demolished. Hocevar, Zane Smith just trying to make some noise, and then Bell trying to, I guess, get some momentum. Remember, go back a week later, or earlier, Christopher Bell was furious on the radio after the race at Worldwide Tech, angry, because he says he deserves more and needs faster cars. He comes here on the restart, gets to the inside of Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar, who are on, I guess, worse tires, spun the tires or whatever. He gets to the inside, 2 for 1, takes the lead, and on the final lap, Brad Keselowski, who pitted the same lap as Christopher Bell, one of those 8 cars on the lead lap, he gets the second, and into the final 2 corners, turn 3 of the final lap, Keselowski tries all he can. He gets to the back bumper of Christopher Bell, but hits him so perfectly that they both slide up. They don't really slide up that much anyway. They slide up to, like, the middle lane, and Keselowski's not able to win in Bristol, but it was really close. And Keselowski probably could have gotten to the quarter panel of Christopher Bell, but he's not that kind of guy that's willing to wreck someone for the win, at least at his age. But Christopher Bell, wow. Joe Gibbs Racing sweep in the round of 12, 4th win this season, tied for 2nd with Shane Van Gisbergen. Worldwide Tech, like I said, anger with his crew chief in the end. Furious, and comes here and wins, does the 2 for 1, runs away. Keselowski tries to shove him. He gets away with it and picks up the win. Incredible. And then they're going to New Hampshire next week, where Bell has won 2 of the past 3 years, I think. So, that is going to be crazy if Bell can do 5th win of the season, tie with Denny Hamlin for most wins this season if he wins at New Hampshire, just saying. But wow, JGR, Toyota is on a roll. And the reason I say Toyota, Corey Heim 6th, the Bubba Wallace advanced himself in like stage 2 because of the points he had. Toyota all around is incredible. Even, like I said, for the part-time cars, Corey Heim, insane speed out of these Toyotas. Let's see if they can carry it over for 2 more months to Phoenix. I think for sure they can. Just showing. Once the playoffs start, these Toyotas, they're going to get in the groove, and they're already showing it. 2nd for Brad Keselowski. He wasn't the only very good RFK car. This looked like kinda late regular season for RFK. They were all kinda good, battling to get in the playoffs, except this time they're all just battling for a good finish. And Brad Keselowski, tire wear played in his favor. Strategy helped him for sure. Got up to 2nd, not enough for the win, and just was not willing to wreck Christopher Bell for the win. I compliment him for not trying to wreck Bell and sparking controversy. We don't need that in the playoffs. That's for sure. 3rd for Zane Smith. I want to give a huge shout out. Best career race in my opinion. He was top 5, top 10 all night. Final restart. He has shown sparks of, I guess, growth for his team, for himself. And this race, it was not a spark of growth. It was a full-on race they put together. Zane Smith, remember, go back, late regular season, he's getting wrecked by Carson Hocevar at Iowa. Oh, yeah, they can't put together races. They finally put together a solid race, P3. I think that's his best career finish. No, I'm wrong, because he finished 2nd at Nashville with those 5 overtimes. But really, really good race, I'd say, for his running position, not for his finish, but for his running position, I'd say it was his best career race. 4th for Ryan Blaney and 5th for Joey Logano. Same 2 spots they finished last week. Blaney won stage 1 solid, ran long runs, played in his favor there. Joey Logano went a lap down early, bad car. They finally got it working and got back to P5, so not that bad. I believe this is his first top 10, top 20 in the next gen car at Bristol, so big achievement there. Corey Heim, a youngster, P6 in that part-time number 67, and with some strategy, I do have to say, with running that last thing long, that last pit cycle long, and the caution falling their way, they stayed on the lead lap, pitted, and survived the chaos and got P6, so shout out to him as well. 7th for Carson Hocevar. He was chasing down Keselowski before that final restarts, or the 2 final restarts. Had a shot to win, but just could not have the pace to stay with him and the tire life to try to compete for the win. Alex Bowman, 8th, needed to win, couldn't get it done, ran decent. I mean, it was up and down and up and down and up and down. I mean, you get the idea, but Alex Bowman just was not a stellar car. I mean, they showed sparks of what they could do, but nothing crazy, like winning speed crazy. So Bowman, we'll talk about his situation for the playoffs in a minute. 9th for Chase Briscoe, qualified 31st, like one of his worst qualifying positions this season. He was slowly gaining spots all night. Solid for him. 10th for Ty Gibbs, best career race in my opinion, aside from maybe the spring 2024 race where he led over 100 laps as well. But this race, he led over 100 laps, probably 150 laps, can't get the exact number, but he had an incredible car and led tons of laps, probably deserved the win, but that final pit stop, he missed pit road. Why? 11th for Buescher, solid night, quiet. Another driver who was rarely quiet, didn't talk about him, NBC didn't talk about him all night. William Byron, P12, just was not there all night. Solid result, but just, I don't know what their playoffs is, how it's working out, because when the playoffs are going on, William Byron specifically seems to shut down and not have any speed, so I don't know. But heading into New Hampshire, not one of their best tracks. Byron and his team said they need to improve on New Hampshire. It's one of those tracks they're just not good at. We'll see if Byron can improve there and get some momentum rolling to finish out this season. 13th for Justin Haley. I think strategy played into that, but still solid result for him. 14th for John Hunter Nemechek, backing up Darlington this whole round. Worldwide Tech, Darlington, now Bristol. They've had great speed running top 10 in the race. Nemechek, specifically, Jones has shown great pace only at like Darlington and little sparks at Worldwide Tech, but Nemechek has run top 10 these first 3 races of the playoffs. Very, very good. Legacy Motor Club is definitely improving, and I am a believer as well, along with many others. 15th for Tyler Reddick, solid, not winning speed, did not show up all night, but we'll have to see how the rest of his playoffs shape out. Some notables here: 19th for Ross Chastain, 22nd for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I mentioned him because I picked him for 36 for 36. 26th for Shane Van Gisbergen, spun multiple times, just a disaster. 28th for Austin Dillon, tried different strategy, but just could not get there. 30th for Cindric, 31st for Hamlin, my brother's 36 for 36 pick. 32nd for Kyle Larson, 34th for Bubba Wallace, 38th for Chase Elliott after getting caught up in a wreck. Tried getting to the inside lane, but got shoved by Nemechek, who got shoved by Hamlin, and Elliott went head-on in the outside wall and ended their night, basically. 39th for Josh Berry. We talked about his incidents in the playoffs. I don't think I want to rub it in Josh Berry fans' faces anymore. Now let's look at the standings. Who got kicked out? The drivers kicked out after the round of 16. Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Josh Berry. Very disappointing. I think in my playoff predictions video I released a couple weeks ago, I said Alex Bowman would make it through the round of 16. I was a bit too big of a believer there, but he is kicked out. Now standings heading into New Hampshire. Denny Hamlin, first, plus 26. Second for Byron, plus 24. Number. Third for Kyle Larson, plus 24. Fourth for Bell, plus 20. Another number. Fifth for Ryan Blaney, plus 19. Sixth for Chase Briscoe, plus 10. Seventh for Chase Elliott, plus 5. Eighth for Wallace, plus 1. And then under the cut is 9th for Cindric, minus 1. 10th for Logano, minus 2. 11th for Chastain, minus 2. And 12th for Tyler Reddick, minus 3. So that will definitely be interesting nonetheless. And then 36 for 36. I hinted at this a couple moments ago. I picked Ricky Stenhouse Jr. My brother picked Denny Hamlin. I finally gained on my brother. I'm so happy. I gained 8 points on him. I got 16 points. My brother got 7 points. So I gained, I gained 9 points. 8, 9 points, somewhere around there. So now standings now look a little better. I'm still 99 points back. I can do this. I believe in myself. I have 627 points, and my brother has 726. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. And if you enjoyed this, thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like NASCAR. You are in the right place. And, yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.